Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Oracle Mystique, the Avatar High Priestess, Master of the Four Elements, brought back to restore balance to the unbalanced ones tuning in. This can resonate whether you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any other placements, or Taurus, Prominent, and Saturn, because Saturn is the karmic planet. And this is timeless, so this could have resonated in the past, maybe now in the present, or later in the near future, whenever you're brought and guided to see this reading. Also, cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you can switch the roles if need be, asking you Taurus, because this is general, not personal. If you guys want a personal read, everything is in the description box below. You can go to my Insta bio link, book me through my Etsy, or pay me through PayPal, Cash App, along with an email with what you have going on and what you need to touch on. Also, I do make, sell, and create oracle decks, so if you guys are tarot readers and enthusiasts, you can check out my Etsy shop, and I do use it through my TikTok and YouTube segment, so you guys will be seeing glimpses of those. And I do have a natural soap and butter business, so every $40 you spend, you get a free reading. Also, Taurus, out of the earth signs, you guys were the highest for the What's Their Karma reading. And the other winners were your sister sign, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Gemini. In case you guys are Taurus, close to Gemini cuspers, those were the winners in case you guys have that in your chart or your person of interest chart. Let's get started. This is going to be a What's Their Karma bonus reading for Taurus. Okay, to start this reading off, we're going to be using my Karmic Consequences Oracle deck. Codependency. Sagittarius had this. So if you guys have Sagittarius in your chart, or if it's in your person's chart, you might want to give that a look. And bottom of the deck, constant void filling. So this person, they need people, and they need things to fill in that void for themselves. In order to feel whole, in order to feel secure and worthy as a person, they're very insecure about who they are and everything. And they probably latched onto you so much to the point where you couldn't take it. But I feel like since you left, they probably go into meaningless connections, people, places, things, and just to get rid of that feeling or act like they're not hurt, or to fill in that missing feeling when they should be looking within themselves. But let's get the story with the tarot. Keep in mind whatever zodiacs I spew out. If it resonates, all the better within your chart or your person's chart. If not, follow the message. And there's no gender in tarot. It's all just energy. Oh, 10 of Swords. So Gemini energy. So if you guys are Taurus, Gemini cusp, there was betrayal here, and they pretty much kind of left you for dead. Or it felt that way for you. Queen of Cups. Cancer or Scorpio, Pisces. This is in the same spot that Sagittarius had this in. So again, if you have that in your chart, or if it's in your person's chart. Eight of Swords, more Gemini energy. So this person, they feel stuck, they feel imprisoned, they feel like there's nothing they can say or do to free themselves when they really could just try and dig themselves out. But I feel like there's a lot of harbored and hidden emotions that they have, and they're really trying to keep themselves emotionally under control here. And they feel like what they're doing is what's best. But I also feel like since they did what they did to you, they're now suddenly facing those emotions that they're afraid to face and that guilt. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Could have been a same-sex relationship. Virgo or Taurus, Capricorn. I see that money's not looking too right. Their abundance is being hit here. They don't have a solid foundation. Or maybe this person is using people for money, or people might be using them for money. They're trying to take what they can get in order to fill in that void of that codependency. Page of Wands, Sagittarius or Aries, Leo. But I do see that, I feel like, they're probably being chased around with this guilt here. This little monster, little gremlin with wings is signifying guilt and being chased unexpectedly. And Page of Wands also represents unexpected and passionate communication. I feel like either they're going to reach out to you or other people, and people are just going to be like, ew, I sense your desperation. And it reeks. Or you may come off as thirsty. Ooh. Judgment reverse, Scorpio. So this person doesn't make the best judgment calls. They have terrible judgment, honestly. And they just leave things up in the air, and they're delaying their awakening, their ascension here. Wow. Ace of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. You guys could be starting a new creative, passionate endeavor. Some of you guys could be writers. Maybe artists. But whatever you're doing and putting things to work and putting things to paper, I feel like you guys are moving on to something that's really going to fuel your passion, fuel the spark within you, and move along with your soul's purpose. And High Priestess reverse, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like, again, because this person lacks judgment, they don't know how to use their intuition. Like, they're just everywhere. They don't know how to operate, and their life is a straight mess to the point where they're just out here looking crazy doing anything, and no one is taking them seriously. Ooh, and Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, their foundation is shot to HE double hockey sticks, because this is about long-term commitment, financial stability for the long run, and their finances are cut short. Because maybe they just pour themselves into the wrong people, places, and things. Again, just for filling that void, and they just feel stuck and trapped. Like they feel like there's nothing they can do with their life. Like learned helplessness. And they feel like because they can't do anything with their life and don't know how to change it, they like to play victim. I feel like this person may have a victim mentality. It's like they put themselves in certain situations, in certain circumstances, and they blame everything else around them but themselves. But, So we're going to get the potential outcome. Keep in mind, outcomes are interchangeable due to free will, so nothing's ever set in stone. It's all just due to choice and what you're willing to do. And we're going to close it out with 3 oracle decks from my shop. So let's see potential outcome. Ooh, 10 of Cups reverse. This person's going to be so miserable. But Pisces energy, this is, again, happy wife, happy life, and emotional fulfillment. That long-term end goal of emotional satisfaction. But they're not going to have that. Okay, this landed like this. So these 2 cards. 5 of Cups reverse. Scorpio. I feel like you guys are going to be healing. And you let the dead rest in peace. You've made peace and come to terms with this is an end and this is something you no longer want. And Tower, Scorpio, Aries. So a lot of Scorpio energy right now too. So again, that is your sister sign, Taurus. And some of you guys could be Aries, Taurus, cusp too. But check that reading out with Scorpios if it resonates or you need some messages. But I feel like you're coming to terms with this is an end. This is something you no longer want. You weep, you cried, and you grieve the situation. Now it's time for you to move on. And this Tower, like this break was very unexpected. And this foundation was never solid. This person was never solid and very together with themselves because they were very insecure. You can't build a foundation with a very insecure person. They have to really work through their shit, but I feel like they, again, have a victim-like mentality and they don't know how to work through their shit. They just blame everything else but themselves and take accountability. But it was fast, it was an upheaval, it was a transition, but it needed to happen, and it gave you that awakening moment for yourself. So you had certain realizations because of this Tower moment and because of this separation, and I feel like you're moving on to something better for yourself and not dealing with a draining energy. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Swords, Gemini, or Libra, Aquarius. I do see that with this King of Swords, you cut this out. You made the clear, logical decision, the clarity to your confusion to finally cut this out once and for all. Because it was no longer serving you. It wasn't doing you or anyone any justice. Because I feel like with Taurus, it's like if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So it made no sense for you to try to continue the situation. So first deck we're going to use is my note to self from the highest self. We're going to see what your highest self want you to know. Thank you, Spirit. So we have, be brave enough to keep the rose-tinted shades off. You're blinding your third eye. So Gemini had this. And I think Sagittarius had this. Then we have return to center. Your chakras require balance. So I feel like, okay, after this separation, you did need to grieve and you do need to balance out your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and how do you want to move forward within your life. Because this person really did throw you off track and probably threw you off your grind too. We have, it's not your fault. Be accountable, but never punish yourself. Know where you went wrong and what you allowed. And honestly, this is all a lesson, not a life sentence like this person is putting themselves through. So, and they might be going to jail potentially, but with that 8 of Swords. But I feel like don't be too hard on yourself. It's a lesson learned, and you just know just to do better. All right, next deck from my shop, Scorned Heart Oracles. Oh, whoa. I hope you see me in your dreams. You guys want to haunt this person, low-key. Just the thought of you makes me angry. So you guys are still going through the grieving stage. You're still angry with them. Then we have, I've let you hurt me for the last time. So I feel like they disappointed you countless times, time and time again, to the point where you really had enough. I feel like, Taurus, maybe you finally went off on them. That's what caused that trigger, that tower. Because with this 5 of Cups, they were disappointing you time and time again, letting you down, getting your hopes up, and then you just had enough. You've had enough of their shenanigans. You just really had to call a spade, and you just probably stormed out their life because you could not handle it anymore. You finally decided to do what was best for you and leave. So, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. And then you're putting all those things to fuel your passions and your creative spark, your creative endeavors here. All right, next deck, the last and final deck, Karmic Rewards, because with every choice we make, there's rewards and consequences here. So let's see what blessings you are going to have. See, enlightenment. So yeah, you guys did reach an awakening moment. You had an enlightenment towards this situation, and it's causing you to grow. Then we have reprogramming from limited beliefs that you were taught. So I feel like you're no longer being in a scarcity mindset. I feel like you're realizing the world is abundant and your abundance, and you're able to attract abundance and go after abundance because you have everything that you need, and you and lack don't go together. You never lacked anything. You had everything within you. And bottom of the deck, we have healthy attachment styles. While this person is codependent, you have healthy attachment styles, and you're going to have healthier relationships with people, whether in love, business, family, friends. You're going to have healthier relationships here that do enforce boundaries, respectable boundaries at that. But that's all I have for you, Taurus. If you felt like this was the reading for you, please give it a like, share, subscribe, comment any stories. I would love to read them. I do have 2 other social medias. I have a TikTok and an Instagram if you guys want to follow me on those 2 platforms. And you can see my oracle decks a little more. And again, the other winners were your sister sign, Scorpio, Gemini, in case you guys are Taurus, Gemini cusp, and Sagittarius. If you need more messages, or you have it in your chart, or it's in the person of interest chart. But if not, if those don't work out for you, then, you know, maybe the next reading will be. But until then, Taurus, namaste, ashe, ashe, namaste. Love you guys. Take care.